The other mistake I see over and over again is when the presenter turns his back and starts presenting to the screen. And I gotta say, I've never seen a screen get excited about a pitch. I've never once seen a screen invest in any company. I don't understand why the presenters think they need to be talking to the screen instead of talking to the audience. There's two reasons why I think this happens so often. First, most presenters don't practice so much that they know what slide they're on. They don't know what slide comes next. If you practice your pitch 10 or 15 times, you'll just know it backwards and forwards, and you'll know where you are. Second, I think most presenters have sat in a lecture where the lecturer has turned his or her back to the room to write on a chalkboard or a whiteboard or to point something out on a screen. In a classroom setting, that's perfectly fine. You're not trying to get the screen to buy anything. You're not trying to get the audience to buy anything. But a pitch is much more like a piece of theater. And like theater, the presenters do not turn their back on the audience. They look at them or look right over their heads, right? If you're really scared of the audience and it's a big enough audience, just look over the top of everyone's head. Everyone will be thinking you're looking at the person behind them. Now, if you have this problem, and you can't stop looking at the screen, well, one fix to it is to take the information off the screen. Really, if you think about the TV news, right, that picture that's right here next to the presenter never looks at it because it's not actually there, right? It's just projected onto the screen next to him or her. That's really what the slides are for as you're doing a pitch. They're just there to set the tone, provide just enough information so that the audience stays involved with what you're talking about. In fact, some of the best pitches I've seen, some of the best pitches have just been stories that have been spoken with one slide behind never changing. Right? There's lots of different ways to do this. There's lots of different ways to put together a pitch and tell a story. But in most cases, the best ones are the ones where there's fewer words behind the presenter, where there's no distraction, where the audience can be reading while the person is speaking, as opposed to listening to the speaker. If you just want them to read what you're talking about, send them your executive summary, send them your business plan. But most investors and most customers and most everyone else doesn't want to read that much. They want to just be entertained. They want to hear a story for a few minutes. And for that, you don't really need those slides behind you.